Howdy, howdy, folks. I've now got a cameraman. How cool is that? Check out my mega wall. Here we are. Well, get a concept of this. Well, here's a half a metre here that I'm in, at least. And then well, here's the bottom. The detector's probably 2 metres long. And there's the top up there. So what are we talking? There's the bottom here. Here's the bottom here. I don't know what the scale is, but I'd say we're getting on 6 metres up to there. And there's a lot of dirt and it took a lot of time, but we are now, sounds on Sunday, starting to activate. So actually we've only detected here and found 3 or 4 good nuggets. So let's just see whether there's actually anything else. Convenient timing, wasn't it? There's one there. It's this really good, it's probably the best ground that I've seen since I've been here. And I've seen a bit of ground now underneath. This is just the crunchiest, graveliest, reddest, rainbow coloured stuff ever. So this should really turn on a show. Anyway, if we get a big one, we'll come back and show it to you. So here we are in the mega cut, and it is mega. It's a whopper. It's a work of art. It's crazy. You can call that that wall there the wall of Jupiter, because it looks like it's got all the big lines of Jupiter. And we're finally into pocket zone. And pocket zone is where there's just nuggets just coming out. You dig a hole and there's 5, 6, 7, 10, 20 nuggets. They just keep coming. And there's a really good one. Just picked, I think, 5 or 6 through there. And there's a nice chunky one in here. Probably could be 2 or 3 grammer maybe, if we're lucky.
2 maybe, yeah.
And we've really, most of the day was spent getting down here from up there down here, and now we're finally on the bottom because there's nothing that's in between. It's just dig all the way until you're very much on the slate, and then it all comes alive instantly. So we used up most of the day, and I had nothing in the jar at 2 o'clock, and the jar admittedly still isn't very full, but it's got some sounds. Grandma? Not even.
Just a little clunker.
Yeah, well, that's probably there's still a few grams out of that little section. No complaints. Onto the gold. It means it'll be a good start in the morning. And this whole area is just proving to be, once you get to the slate, it's on time. So that's awesome. There's a yeti, or a yowie as we call them in Australia. There's a yowie down there on my little personal lake. It's beautiful. Look at it. It looks like it's going for a swim. It could be a silverback gorilla or a hairy back gorilla. Oh, it's a bit fresher today, is it, Yowie man?
Yeah, it's a little bit cooler today. There's some sort of complex structure in the water, isn't there?
Yeah.
Where complex now.
Look at that. It was a mirror finish. So I'm making my screen debut today. Well, it's not my debut. I've been on screen before, actually, funnily enough. Quite often on YouTube. Plus some other little roles I played back in the day. But anyway, yeah, it's going to be a busy day. Getting on telly. Haven't arrived yet. It's all going to set up, and we're going to film the mega cut. And I got
These 5.
I got those 5. Yeah, and I got my helper doing the grease, so I had to get greasy. Morning Loom Gold. Is it scratchy? Bit of a check-in. There's a hive of activity here. It's all happening. I've gone from being on my own to having people around and all sorts of things. So let's have a look at this. I'm climbing to the top of this spoil mountain so we can get a view of this site. Wow, that's a good view. Let's have a look. Okay, where do we start? All right, well, I had last video, or one of the videos when I first moved onto this cut, little walk through here. Looks a bit different now. And I started the cut here, found great gold in that cut just there. And then I decided to test out whether there was gold coming out of the previously worked ground, which is all here. Found great gold on a cut there and down into this cut that you can see here. Then I decided to come at a different angle onto firm ground to take a cut to make sure I had a level edge for the excavator, and took a cut a bit further over, and then that dropped away dramatically to 7 meters in there, and that's quite spectacular. I might walk down there in a second, give you a look, and that paid up a bit, but not as much as some of these shallower cuts. So we've been spreading out the pay layer piles and pulling off good gold as we spread it out with the bobcat, so that's improving the recovery rate. And now I've come back over here and I'm sort of taking the same line as where I found this good gold on the slates, and I'm taking a new cut there just in that line before it gets really deep. It drops away and gets really deep in there, so it's a lot of effort, a lot of spoil. There's like 2 or 3 hours to move the soil, the topsoil. And look, even there where we are, look at the size of that spoil pile. It's they're pretty significant. So I've got some helpers recovering gold off the pay layers, and another helper over here. Let's wander down and have a look at my grease monkey over here. He may be recognisable to some people. Here he is. Look at this grease monkey doing some work. Actually, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and there's 2 on the side. 2 on this side, over there. You got to come around here and stand on the bucket, or and a couple up there I might be able to move, and then there's about 5 or 6 over there, 7 or 8 over there.
I've done 5 on the roof.
Yeah, what about the two bottom ones? 2 bottom ones and the ram at the bottom. Alright, so this is the cut here. Let's have a quick look. So, spent yesterday afternoon resetting this. What happens in this situation is that you've got the red, you can see an old timer pit coming in there, red, and then as soon as it hits this sort of yellowy, it's like a yellowy colour, but it's still got rainbow in it, stop. And you can see down there where the old slate layer was. So this is my reference guide to where everything's going to start, and it seemed that we're just at the right level, and you get a bit of crunch. Here's a bit of crunch. You know, the red gravel poking through on the yellow gravel, and lo and behold, there's targets in here already. I tested it, so they're ready to go for this morning. There's going to be gold coming straight out. So I think this is going to be a really, yesterday was a bit of a challenging cut. That was massive, massive. Let's go and have a look over there actually, just in case I don't think I actually did get it on camera because we were quite busy yesterday doing a few things, which...
7, so I've got 14.
You got what?
14 of them.
14?
5, 6, 7. 2 on this this edge, and 5 up there.
Right, well, yes, there's 2 at the top. Don't worry about it.
I can't reach them.
Yeah, that'll be right. That'll be right. We can, I think that. You can probably do it while you got it out.
Well, I got it out, so I'll just do it now.
He's very proactive this morning, Mr. McGrath.
See, when I start, I start.
Look at this flash rig. Look at this flash rig. Oh yeah, I do. You know how to change it out? In that toolbox there's more. Let's go down here and have a quick look at this cut. Sorry guys, some of these introductions. Probably a bit longer than I expected, but you know, you've got to create a bit of context, and you know, the gold comes out. I'll show you the gold later. It's all good. Okay, so you know, this is something else. This was a hole and a half, and chink coming out.
First one for the morning.
First one.
Yep.
Recovering off that little spread out pile. That was the pay layer out of here. So that's good. It helps us. It helps us, but this is huge. Look at this wall. I call that the wall of Jupiter because it's got all the lines of Jupiter. And there's a drive down there. You can see that at the bottom. That's a drive, an old timer drive. Hit the bottom and it's running parallel with the bottom. So look how far down they dug. That's yeah, it's very high. It's probably 7 meters from there to there, down to the bottom. So we don't really want to be digging those sort of mega holes. Clean the bottom out across this whole area, and obviously if it's that deep, it's that deep. Might have to bench into it to do it safely. Preferably bigger machines. So we'll have to keep an eye out for potentially, you know, 40 or 60 tonner or something like that to do this more efficiently. Anyway, that's a little check-in. Hopefully that will be a prelude to some really good pay layer coming up later on, and a bit of action, and then we'll come back then. Yeah, little behind the scenes take here. Sneaky peek. I have to keep this secret, I suppose, until it all comes out. Making movies, film stars. How funny. We're just miners pulling some shiny stuff, getting rigged up. Someone over here rigging up. That's impressive.
There's just something about gold, isn't there?
Right, ready?
There's just something about it. There you go. Oh, that's a good pull.
Oh, we blew one little bit out. Look out. Yeah. We've got the
Never been in that corner.
we've got the action going on here. There's a bit of a gold melt going on.
Come on, float down there.
That's some real loom gold right there. Look at it, bright.
The biggest fall so far.
Getting close, Moo Cow.
Yeah.
Very close. That's going to look pretty flash in a minute.
Dana, just tell us, this is a culmination of what, a couple of weeks, this one? This time?
Yeah, this one here is probably 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, this is what we're going to sell.
So this is the bar that's going to go to the gold buyer and help us fund the next phase of the operation, pay some bills.
They keep coming.
Yeah.
The bills don't stop. Oh, we just keep working and making up and keep the dream alive. The dream is well and alive. We're going forward, no, we're not going backwards.
I think we're almost there, Moo Cow.
Yeah.
Okay, get ready, steady, forward. Howdy, howdy. I'm getting chauffeured to the airport for a little break. But how's this? Look at that chunk. All shiny. Put it in the acid, cleaned up, and it's going down to the gold buyer. It's not bad for a couple of weeks' work, is it? think we're doing all right. It's pretty much solid 10-ounce bar there, so got to be happy with that. Not that I'm a big fan of turning real money into fake money. You do need some of that fake money to pay some bills, so that's what we're going to do, at least for now. Well, I really don't like getting rid of this stuff. I'd rather hold on to it, but we've got to grow the business, and we've got to buy new machines. We've got to pay our bills, pay our bonds, pay our whatever compensations. So look at this though. How flash is that? That's that bar we pulled, and put it in the acid and took the colours off it, and some proper stuff right there. So let's see what sort of price we can get from the gold buyer. We're in here now, and yeah, hopefully we got a good assay on it and some good dollars. All right, so there we go. So that's the assay from the gold buyer, 22.2 carat. So good purity straight out of the ground, and good price as well, which at the time was a little bit of a peak in the gold price, around 5,200 Aussie. So of course you take out your margins and your deductions for the gold buyer, but all in all, not a bad result. Pretty happy with that. G'day Loom Golders. This is what it's really all about. Why do we do it? Why do we work hard? This lot. Look at you all standing there like, you gotta say the thing.
Nikita's not here.
Good morning, Loom Golders.
Good morning, Loom Golders.
Oh, there you are. There's the last one. Look, they're all here. They're all here. Yeah, that's the fam. And, oi, what are you looking at? You up here? Look at there. Say hello. Say hello. Hello, everybody. Yeah, well, I've had 10 days, a very fast 10 days, not really even at home. And I've seen this mob a little bit, but not enough. Huh? So this one turned one, little one. This one's like growing up. They're all growing up. But it's all going to be big hugs and kisses, and then back up to the grind. Yeah. All right. Okay, we'll come back with some gold. Ciao, everybody.